NBA playoffs on NBC.
Christian Javier brings it. There it goes. Swanson touches one off. 5-0 Atlanta here in the fifth. 6 seconds. Murray hits it downfield. It is. Oh, it's caught. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Lewis Sports Network. It is your boy coming back with some Dodger baseball. Smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure those notifications are turned on. Make sure you're sharing on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. San Diego Padres against Los Angeles Dodgers. Make sure to hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Bringing you the baseball content here tonight. Salute to Dodgers fans and Padres fans everywhere here in spring training. I got some news for y'all for the spring training game. Number one, Dave Roberts got a contract extension from the Dodgers. That's number one. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up as you guys come in. Also, Mookie Betts is playing tonight. He was supposed to start on Wednesday and Thursday, but he couldn't do it because he had a stomach bug. But guess what? He is in the lineup tonight. He is in the lineup tonight. So for the Dodgers, we got Julio Urias on the pitching mound going up against Nick Martinez for the San Diego Padres. Now, we also do know that right now Fernando Tatis has a wrist injury, so that's going to keep him out for a little bit. I don't know how long. If any of you guys know, you guys can update me. I will try to research that as well. But I know that Tatis did injure his wrist during spring training, and he's going to be out for, I'm guessing he's going to be reevaluated in a couple of weeks. But Mookie Betts is playing tonight. So just giving you guys the heads up. Coming into this game, Urias had a career year last year, posted a 2.96 ERA. He was the major's only 20-game winner last year. So that's very noteworthy with the fact that of the great pitchers that we have in this game, great young pitchers that we have in this game, that he was the only 20-game winner last year, and now he's pitching for the Dodgers. So he had a 1.02 WHIP. WHIP is walks in his per innings pitch, and he did that in 32 starts, and he actually pitched a career high 185.2 innings. And 2/3 innings, and then ended up winning the 2021 Warren Spahn Award last year. So congrats on Urias on that. And so I mentioned about Mookie Betts having a down year, 29 years old. Technically you would have him to be known in the prime of his career. But he did struggle last year, and it was an injury-riddled season for him last year because he only hit 264. He had a 367, I think, on-base percentage, and then his slugging percentage was below 500. And so he had a 3.9 WAR, which is wins above replacement. But that was actually that still actually was pretty good for how much of his production actually went down. So, but now he also had a bone spur in his right hip, getting from some cortisone injections, which was why he was also out. But according to him, he is fully healthy and his injuries are behind him. So that is great news if you're a Dodger fan, that Mookie Betts is feeling healthy. Now it's just a matter of getting his reps in before the regular season starts. And hopefully for Dodger fans, Mookie Betts has a great year for the Dodgers. All right, so the game is scheduled to start at 9:05. Like I mentioned, it's Urias against Nick Martinez. Give me 1 second, folks. It's always better when you get full lights on. Alrighty, guys. So we are gonna get started. Let me just see if I can just get this uploaded because this game is supposed to appear, but it's having issues trying to appear right now on my screen. Hopefully I can get this working, and then we could definitely look at the game. Let's see what we got here. Okay, not showing there. Let's see what we got. Please have it work. Also, we still also have the White Sox and the Mariners. They're also playing. They're going to be playing though a little bit later. They're scheduled to start at 9:45 though. Let me just see the other stream. Let me see if that's working, because this one is like taking forever to upload. This should have been on already. Let's check this out. I'm going to check this next. Give me a second. All right, we should be starting in just a little bit. So let me just check the lineup. Let me just copy and paste over here. Ah, yes, here we go. Excuse me. Don't know why it's telling me to do that. All righty, let's see what we got. Okay, no, that's Saturday. Let's look at today. Do we have anything? And the answer is no. Let's try link number 2. That's not working. All righty, some out-of-town scores real quick. We got Atlanta beating Boston 6-3. We got the Yankees losing to the Phillies 6-5. We have the Pittsburgh Pirates beating the Minnesota Twins 2-1. St. Louis beating Washington by the score of 5-4. Tampa Bay beating Baltimore 9-4. Detroit beating Toronto 8-4. Colorado putting up a 17 spot against the Chicago Cubs 17-1. Let me just look at the other scores as well, and I will give you guys updates right here. We also have, let's see, Nationals. I said that. Tigers, Blue Jays. Okay, Rangers beat Kansas City by the score of 8-4. Brewers lose to the Athletics 6-3. The Guardians beat the Giants by the score of 10-2. Diamondbacks and Angels tied at 5. Mets lose to the Astros by the score of 2-1. And so, like I said before, White Sox Mariners at 9:40. And then we have, oh, excellent. Let's see this if it works. I would be so happy if this was to work. This would be so awesome. I don't want to watch the ads. I don't need that. All right, excellent. Here is Julio Urias. 32 starts, 20-3 record, 2.96 ERA, 185 2/3 innings last year, as I mentioned. Salute to everybody in the chat, Dodgers fans and Padres fans everywhere. So we're gonna get ready and started with this game. I was finally able to find it. Yes, able to find this stream. Once again, here in Arizona, there is Mookie Betts over at right field. Good to see him back and fully healthy for the Dodgers. Is that Zach McKinstry? I think that's Zach McKinstry. Oh, no. Freddie Freeman's also playing today. Oh, wow. I didn't know he was playing today. This is awesome. So both Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts are playing today, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. So there you are, folks. All right. And we are going to start with Trent Grisham. He's only 1 for 10 in spring training right now. He's got an RBI and a walk. For 10 in spring training right now. He's got an RBI. All right, here's a pitch by Urias, and the ball is low, and that's going to be 1-0 to start. And we are underway here in Arizona for spring training. All right, so we got a 1-0 count. Trey Turner is actually going to be playing short today for the Dodgers. Here's the windup in the pitch by Urias, and the ball is going to be fouled away, and that's going to be – oh, actually, it's going to be skied. Oh, but it is going to be out of play, so it's strike one. All right, so like I said, once again, update. Both Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts are playing today in today's game against the Padres. Any Padres fans, salute. Any Dodgers fans, salute as well. All right, here is Urias on the 1-1. Thrown 2 pitches, pitching to Tristan Grisham. Here is the 1-1. Throws him the overhand curveball, and it goes in between 2 Dodgers into center field for a base hit. That ball found a way to be able to sneak itself. Grisham gets his second hit of spring training, so he's now 2 for 11 in spring training, but he starts himself with a leadoff single right here to start in the top of the first inning. Shout out to Ryan in the building. Appreciate you, as always, my friend. Good to see you, as always. All right, so Grisham is on at first with a leadoff single in between second and short. All right, here's our next hitter, man. Austin Nola, 1 for 7 right now, currently in spring training. He's got a walk. Here's the pitch, and the ball is fouled away. Strike one. We are underway, Dodgers and Padres here in spring training here in Arizona. And I also want to just give a shout out to everybody who has been supporting my short videos, and I thank you so much. I truly appreciate the support. I'm going to continue to give more short videos, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Here's the pitch by Urias on the 1-1, and on the 0-1, and it is fouled away, strike 2. All right, so Urias on a quick 0-2 count. To my Dodgers fans, are you expecting Urias to have about a similar year as he did last year? This last year was a breakout year for him. You know, he went 20-3 last year, pitched the most innings that he's pitched in his career up to this date with 185 2/3 innings. So, you know, there it is. Oh, Ryan with some news. He says Triple H is officially retired as of today. I didn't get to see the full interview. He was on ESPN on First Take today. Here's a pitch by Urias, and the ball on the 0-2, and it's hit deep to left field, going back, looking up, and it's quickly gone. On the 0-2 pitch, Nola goes deep, and the Padres quickly take a 2-0 lead on the Dodgers. Wow. So we're starting this way. San Diego with a quick 2 spot. So my scoreboard should update in just a minute. So just give it a minute and it should update. Wow. That was pretty fast. Just like that, the Dodgers find themselves down 2-0. All right, so that, unfortunately, that's unfortunate for Urias already to start. All righty. Here is Jake Cronenworth. Did a lot of him last year. 266 in 152 games, had 71 RBIs, 21 home runs. And Urias starts with a weeping overhand curveball on the outside corner for strike 1. All right, here's the next pitch, and the pitch is going to be a ball, so the count is even at 1-1. Wow, Triple H actually officially retired due to his condition, and I gotta listen to the interview a lot more. I'm gonna hopefully get a chance to hear Triple H talk. Here's the pitch, and looks like we had ourselves a little bit of an interruption, but the pitch was still able to be thrown, and it is going to be a 2-strike count now. So the count is now 1-2 to Cronenworth. He's the third hitter currently right now. The Padres 2 for 2 in hits. We have a single by Grisham and an extra base hit by Nola, which ended up being a home run. Here's the 1-2, fouled off by Cronenworth, and it's still 1-2. 10th pitch thrown in the game right now by what's his face? Julio Urias. Excuse me. By the way, these two teams actually meet in San Diego from April 22nd, I believe, to the 24th. So just keep that in mind for the West Coast rivalry. And the 1-2. And that is, wow, I'm surprised that did not get called for strike 3. I thought that was a good pitch right there by Urias, but they didn't call it. And so the count is now even at 2-2. I like how in my background it shows a hole like with the Dodgers, with the name of the Dodgers right there in the background. That's funny. I don't know how that happened. All right, here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Urias gets the first out of the inning with a big strikeout, 1 away. He went with the straight cheese right there, fastball down the middle, a little bit middle half of the plate on the outside corner, but he was able to get Cronenworth to swing and miss for the first out of the inning. All right, here is Luke Floyd, former Yankee. I should know. Can't believe we didn't keep him. Anyway, 1 for 4 spring training, a double, 2 and a run with 2 walks. Hopefully, Luke Voigt can provide him with some power. Hopefully, he can stay healthy, too. Here's the pitch on the outside corner, and that's going to be a ball. Looks like it's a straight fastball, but it is off the plate, so 1-0. All right, Urias gets set. Pitching from the stretch. Here is the 1-0, and gives him a slider for a strike. I was finally able to find a good stream service. Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. Thank God. Here's the pitch, breaking ball on the right there on the middle half of the plate for strike 2. And I don't know what happened. It looks like my thing just updated again. No, actually, no. Here's the pitch. Swing, and it's going to be fouled off, so it's still 1-2. All right, here's the pitch, and the ball is hit, and it's going to be grounded by Turner. Picks it up, throws it over to first. Freeman on the scoop for the out at first base, 2 away. So that ball was a little bit poorly thrown by Turner, but he was Freeman was able to scoop the ball up to get the out at first. So 2 away. Yeah, see, Freddie had to scoop it, and it looked like it was going to be on the verge of an error right there, but you know. Because Turner kind of threw that a little bit nonchalantly, but at least he was able to make the play. So good scoop by Freddie Freeman, and now we got 2 outs. All right, here is our next hitter. And the pitch by Urias, and that's going to be off the plate. So that is going to be 1-0. And here is our next hitter. Number 5 hitter, Will Myers. Funny, he's the 5th hitter, and he wears 5. And he hasn't had a hit right now currently in this spring training. So he has an RBI, he has a walk, but he's 0 for 8 currently right now in spring training. Here's the pitch off the plate, and it's going to be 2-0. So Urias not so sharp right now in terms of it. He's lacking command right now with his pitches. All right, so 19 pitches already thrown by Urias, so not a good start. There's Gavin Lux at second. Here's the pitch, and the ball is fouled away. So now the count is now 2-1. Also, let me just say, man, to the game, to the King of Kings, to the cerebral assassin Triple H, you've had an amazing career. At this point, your health is most important. So now, he can't get back into the ring due to his health condition. So that's fine. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be off the plate, just a little bit high, and the count is now 3-1. So like I said, man, Triple H was a special kind of guy. I know he's had his ups and downs. I know that he was a very controversial, superstar. But he was able to make the most out of his career. Obviously, he was known for the reign of terror, as people had labeled him in terms of his politicking. And that's going to be strike 2, and the count is now full of 3-2. Like I said, love him or hate him, say what you want about him. Triple H has meant a lot to the fans, to the wrestling business. Obviously, one of the GOATs. And I was lucky enough and fortunate as a wrestling fan to have appreciated the greatness of Triple H. I was a huge fan. And he was probably the greatest heel in WWE history. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Straight cheese. Arias strikes him out to end the inning. But the Padres get 2 runs on 2 hits. Big blow. The 2-run shot by Austin Nola after a leadoff single by Tristan Grisham. Headed to the bottom of the first inning. It is Padres 2, Dodgers nothing. And the Dodgers are coming up to bat after this commercial break. So getting back to what I was saying about Triple H, with his heart condition, it really messed him up. And, it caused him to end up retiring. He wasn't really going to get involved in matches as it is anyway, unless if it was the right match and if it was going to be able to make him money and they were to be able to sell the storyline so it get fans into the wanting to see the match. But with these conditions now, he was forced to retire now. So now it's just a matter of him getting healthy. So, yeah, I mean, the man has accomplished a lot. He's a 5-time Intercontinental Champion. He's a former European champion. He is I think 2 or 3-time Tag Team Champion. Obviously, 14-time World Champion if you combine his world titles with WWE Championships. He's the 8-time WWE Champion and 6-time World Champion. One of the most accomplished superstars ever. I always feel like Triple H is so fascinating because he knew that he wasn't going to be the most popular with babyface at all, especially with the fact that Rock and Austin were in his time. But I love the fact that he went opposite. And the funny thing is, obviously we talk about McMahon and all that, but it really helps. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back to live action. Here are the Dodgers. Dodgers lineup. Mookie Betts batting leadoff. Freddie Freeman batting in the 2-hole. Trey Turner, shortstop, batting 3rd. Max Muncy, the 3rd baseman, batting 4th. Will Smith, the catcher, batting 5th. Justin Turner, the DH, batting 6th. Cody Bellinger is also back in the lineup. He's hitting 7th. A.J. Pollock, the left fielder, is batting 8th. And Gavin Lux, the 2nd baseman for the Dodgers, is batting 9th. They still have a formidable lineup. Here is Nick Martinez last season in Japan. 23 games, 10-5 record, 1.62 ERA, and 149 2/3 innings, 39 walks, 146 strikeouts, so it shows you he has good control, doesn't walk a lot of hitters. And he only allowed 6 home runs all of last year in Japan in just 23 starts, so that was pretty good. All right, here's Nick Martinez on the pitch to Mookie Betts, and it is a strike. Mookie, 264 last year, 23 home runs, 58 RBIs, a down year for him, but still had a pretty good OPS considering it's a down year. Swing and it's fouled off, strike 2. OPS of 854, the former MVP of the American League back in 2018 for the Boston Red Sox. He says that Triple H had never won a Survivor Series. Really? Here's the pitch on the 0-2. Mookie fouls it off, and it's going to be out of play, so it's still 0-2. So like I said, Cody Bellinger is in the lineup, guys. Mookie Betts is in the lineup, and Freddie Freeman is in the lineup as well. All those guys are in the lineup. All right, Martinez has thrown 3 pitches so far. Here is the 0-2 to Mookie, and the ball is going to be high, and that's going to be a ball, so it's now 1-2. All right, here's Martinez trying to set himself. Here's pitching from the windup and the pitch. And Mookie once again fouls it off, so the count is still at 1-2. All right, Ryan says best match Triple H had in his whole career was HBK versus Triple H versus Red Wall WrestleMania 20. I want to say it was the best match of his whole life. It's an underrated match. Here's the pitch. And the ball is going to be low, so the count is even at 2-2. Trust me, there were a lot of matches that I could say that could probably top that triple. I'll say that their triple threat match might arguably be the best WrestleMania triple threat match in wrestling history, or at least in WrestleMania history. But no, he's had some great ones. That I can't say that that's his greatest match. Here's the pitch. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 right down the middle. Mookie Betts down looking for the first out of the inning as he doesn't agree with the call, and he goes to the dugout in frustration. One away for the Padres. Yeah, I don't think that was the best match he had in his whole career, because to be honest with you, look at the matches that he had. Look at his 3 stages of hell with Stone Cold. Look at his Hell in a Cell match with Batista. What else say? Here's Freddie Freeman. Give me 1 second, guys.
No, you need it? You like?
No, I'll be okay.
Okay, no, ¿a qué hora se acaba eso?
Well, it's gonna be a couple of hours. Give me 1 second,
No,
guys.
don't worry about it. Es para que me sacara la copia, pero no, I don't need it right now.
All right, here is the newly acquired Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers. Hitting 300 last year, 31 home runs, 83 RBIs, had an OPS of 896 for the Dodgers. And he's on a 2-0 count by, here's Nick on the pitch, off the plate, and the count is now 3-0. All right, here's a 3-0. And the ball is hit. It's sky to left field. Going deep to left field. Going back. Looking up. And that ball is gone. Freddie Freeman hits an opposite field home run over to left field. And the Dodger fans who were there in spring training are excited as he takes them deep and the Dodgers are on the board. It is a 2-1. It is a 2-1 baseball game. So Freddie Freeman goes deep in his very first at-bat as a Dodger. Welcome, Freddie Freeman. Funny that he hits a home run on the day that Dave Roberts gets an extension. Wow, that ball carried. That ball carried. And it is 2-1. All right, here's Trey Turner, the shortstop. Gets called for a strike. Trey Turner, 5 for 13, hitting 385. He's having a great spring training right now. How about Freddie Freeman batting 1,000? Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball thrown downstairs, and that's going to be now a quick 0-2 count. All right, so now you know Nick Martinez and Julio Arias both not sharp to start this game. Both giving up home runs each. All right, here's the 0-2. Right down the middle, and that's going to be a ball, so the count is now 1-2. Ryan says because he wasn't planned to be over and put over Benoit normally. Normally in the Evolution era, he buried guys for world titles except Kevin Nash and HBK. Well, actually, no. HBK, yes. Kevin Nash didn't win the world title in the storyline with Triple H. So in a way, he kind of did bury him, though. But a lot of that also kind of had to do with Nash's place at that point in his career. Here's the pitch, and the count is now full at 3-2. Well, no, I think the fact that Benoit had a lot of momentum. Here's the 3-2, and that ball is downstairs, and it hits the catcher, and now it's going to be a walk allowed by Nick Martinez to Trey Turner. Shout out to Emmanuel Ramirez. He says, where are you watching the game on? To be honest, if you have Sportsnet, on your cable television, you'll be able to watch it there. If not, just type in MLB streams, either on your laptop, phone, or tablet, or if your TV has internet, if you have a smart TV. Here's Max Muncy, who's 0 for 4. He's got a walk and a run. And then just pretty much type in MLB streams, and you'll be able to find a couple that actually works. That's the best I could tell you. That's where I'm watching it on. I'm actually watching it in one of the MLB streams that actually shows all the teams. So just type in MLB streams. And it'll be good. I think he covered the burying by Mick Foley refereeing. Nash said he had a problem with the finish at the end of the match. When did he say that? I didn't even know. All right, so we got a leadoff. Sorry, not a leadoff, man. We have a runner on first. Trea Turner walked. Freddie Freeman hits a home run. It's 2-1 San Diego over LA. Bottom of the first inning. Max Muncy at the plate on a 1-0 count. Nick Martinez has thrown. This is about to be his 19th pitch of the inning. Here's the pitch, and the ball's going to be low, and now 2-0. So he's now struggling with his control and trying to put command of his pitches. All right, runner on first for the Dodgers. Wow, there's a lot of Dodgers fans here today. See a Giants fan right there by home plate. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be another ball, so the count is now 2-0. He said, thanks, boss. Trying to watch the Padres beat LA. Oh, so you're a Padres fan? Or are you a I just want to know. Salute to you guys. Shout out to Gotta Try. He says, I think it's ESPN. I don't think so. Because I actually looked up online and it did not show ESPN on there. I mean, if it is though, thank you for letting the people know. But I see that it says Sportsnet LA, so I don't think it might be on ESPN though. Unless if they're playing it on like ESPN Plus, maybe. All right, 2-1. Here's the 3-1 count to Max Muncy and the pitch, and the ball is swung away and it's fouled away. Now the count is 3-2. And you say probably ESPN? All right. Yeah, because I'm watching it from the stream that I'm watching it. It says Sportsnet LA live on Spectrum. That's where I'm seeing it from. All right, Ryan, shout out to you, man. Thanks, bro. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning as Muncy strikes out. 2 away. All right, guys, make sure to hit that like button as you guys come in. Make sure to hit that like. Salute to everybody in the chat so far. Nick Martinez gets the second out of the inning right there with the strikeout, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Will Smith. Once again, as I reiterate, not the actor Will Smith, but this is Will Smith, the catcher for the Dodgers. Unless it's Will Smith in disguise. You never know. Anyway, he's 2 for 3 right now in spring training, so he's only had 3 at-bats. This is his 4th at-bat of spring, and he gets start off with a strike on the inside corner by Nick Martinez, so strike 1. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be fouled away, strike 2. Yeah, they actually have a really nice crowd today. So, real nice crowd. All right, here's the 0-2. Swing, and it's going to be fielded by the third baseman, gets the force out at second for the final out of the inning. So the Dodgers get 1 run on 1 hit, and to be able to cut into this lead by Freddie Freeman. First at bat, he goes deep, batting 1,000, and just like that, it is a 2-1 baseball game, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 baseball game. And so now what we're going to do is now we're going to see who is playing. No, I'm sorry, not who's playing. What I meant to say was we're going to go to our game cast. And now for the Dodgers, we have Alfaro. We have, I'm sorry, that's for San Diego. For San Diego, we got Alfaro, we got Kim, and we got Thompson. So that is 6, 7, and 8 for the Padres. All right, so that's awesome news to hear from Emmanuel that he is that he's a Padres fan. That's salute, man. Okay. Now we're gonna lock that baby. And now we back. That's interesting. Oh, so now I should have tried that. You know what? I should. I'm definitely gonna try that for next time. So we're in commercial break right now, but it should be back very shortly. Again, Dodgers trail 2-1. 2-run shot by Austin Nola here in the first inning, giving you guys the update. And then Freddie Freeman goes deep in his very first at bat in spring training. So to get his home run, and it's a 2-1 baseball game. A lot of Dodger fans in the building. This is going to be looking like a great season. Here's Urias on the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. Yo, shout out to Dylan Westbrook. What's going on, bro? Long time no see. Hope everything is good with you, man. Dodger Blue, let's go. Here is Jorge Alfaro at the plate. Guys, continue to hit that like button as you come in. Here is the pitch by Urias coming up, pitching from the stretch, and the 0-1. Swing, and that ball is hit deep to left field on the 0-1, and it is gone. A solo home run by Jorge Alfaro. And the Dodgers now take a 3-1 lead. So that's the second home run given up by Urias here in this game already. So this is the second straight inning. He's gone deep. That ball was hit a ton as Alfaro goes deep. He went and got that pitch because that was not a bad pitch by Urias at all. That was not a bad pitch. He just went and got it. I want to see where the catcher was setting. I want to see where Will was setting up on that pitch. Damn, because that was not a bad location. He just got that ball. You got to tip your hat to him on a hit like that. Here's the pitch, and that's a swing and a miss for strike one. Who's our hitter today? Oh, that's Kim. I'm sorry. Hyesung Kim. Right now, he's having a good spring training. 3 for 8, double RBI and a walk. Here's the pitch, and that ball is going to be low. Count is even at 1-1. Yeah, like I said, that curve was not too bad. He just showed good balance at the plate, and he was able to keep his hands back. That was the key. Kept his hands back on that curve. Here's the pitch, and the ball is going to be skied over to right field, but playable. Mookie Betts is there to make the play for the first out of the inning, one away. You know what though? Even though Urias is giving up the home runs, though, you gotta like his demeanor. Though he's just going there, going after the next hitter. He's not down. I mean, and obviously we know in spring training, but confidence always for a young pitcher or even a young hitter is a big thing. So, you want to have that. Here's Thompson, and the pitch is going to be a ball. So that count is 1-0. Is that Trace Thompson? Is that Clay's brother? Let me find out. Yeah, it is. That's Trace Thompson. Oh, wow. Haven't seen him in a minute. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. How cool is that, though? Your brother's a basketball player. You're a baseball player. It makes me think, man, I hope Trace Thompson gets himself a World Series. 235 average, 21 home runs, 63 ribbies last year. Fouls it off, strike two. Man, that's crazy. Continue to hit the like button as you guys come in. Top of the second right now, 1-2 count. All right, here's the windup in the pitch by Urias, and that ball is going to be low, and the count is now 2-2. He has thrown 32 pitches right now, currently in this game. All right, here's the 2-2 by Urias. Swing and a miss, and he is out on strikes for the second out of the inning, 2 away. Padres lead 3-1. Ryan says Clay's other brother plays in the G League. I don't know if he still does. Oh, okay, that's cool. I've really never paid attention to the G League, to be honest. I might have to start making an exception with some of these players. I might want to check out Clay's other brother then, if that's the case. Here is Eggy Rosario. This spring, he's only 1 for 10 and he's got 2 strikeouts. Shortstop. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Hey, yo, Freddie Gee. What's good? What's good? What's good? Man, here's Urias, man, with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So give Julio credit, man. The dude came back and he was able to yeah, man, that was crazy. They got Freddie Freeman. That's crazy. I didn't even know it's possible. I'm almost kind of like, how many more players do the Dodgers need? You know, it's like they've become the Yankees of the West, man. But like I said, the Dodgers, you know, they're loaded in terms of their lineup. It's just a matter of their pitching now. I mean, y'all did get Kelly Jansen, so yeah. I mean, with the Padres, they got like 2 good pitchers on their team. I know Cosgrove. Ooh, nice little breaking ball right down the middle by Urias to get the strikeout on Rosario for strike 3 to end the inning. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, once again, San Diego gets a run on 1 hit on the home run by Jorge Alofar, and now it is a 3-1 Padres lead headed to the bottom of the second with the Dodgers coming up. So for the Dodgers, we have Justin Turner, Cody Bellinger, and AJ Pollock. Cody Bellinger has not played in spring training, but he is playing tonight. Yeah, you know, my thing with Darvish is that Darvish, I don't trust Darvish in the postseason though. Regular season, he's cool. You know, not a problem. You know, he can eat innings, but in the postseason, he gets rocked around a lot. Every team that he's been on, he's struggled. Like, I don't know what it is, but he just struggles in the postseason. I don't know what it is. And it's funny because doesn't Darvish throw, I think, about 6 pitches? I think he has 6 different pitches. Dylan Westbrook says, I'm a Dodger fan, and I still think we don't deserve him. I mean, hey. You're almost looking at the Dodgers and be like, yo, yeah, you guys are buying your championships. Like, but hey, look, I can't be mad at it. The Dodgers are doing what they're supposed to do. They're being aggressive. They're trying to put themselves in the position to win. See, they're about winning. So I gotta give them credit for that. Yeah, man. Yeah, Matt Olson. That's right. That's a big loss for Oakland. That's a big loss for Oakland because Oakland also lost Matt Chapman. So, you know, you lost 2 really good players right there. So I'm excited to see what Matt Olson does for Atlanta. Considering the fact that they also lost Jorge Soler too, to the Marlins. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. Oh, man, here's Justin Turner for the Dodgers. Where my Dodger fans at, man? Where my Padre fans at? Bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch by Martinez. Right down the middle for strike 1 on the fastball. And the A's lost Chris Bassett. Oh, yes. That's another player. That's right. All right, Turner's 2 for 10 with 2 doubles here in spring training. Here's the pitch. That was a very nice swing by Turner, but it got fouled off for strike 2. Freddie Gee said, I've been playing MLB The Show 21 for the past 2 months. Got me back into baseball now. You know, I was thinking about getting The Show 22, but a lot of people were saying don't get it because they feel like it's trash. I mean, it's to each his own. Here's the 0-2. Ball is low and inside, so that count is now 1-2. Oh, UCLA's playing North Carolina today. Oh, shoot. Sweet 16. Got my pre-order for 22. All right. Do you have it for the PS5 or PS4, or do you have it for Xbox? I just want to know. I just think that it's going to be harder to kind of sway the people on Xbox just with the fact that that's originally a PlayStation game, so it'll always be PlayStation. Here's the pitch. Turner hits it to shallow center field, but the center fielder is there to make the play for the first out of the inning, 1 away. Word, you got PS5 for Christmas? Yo, you lit. You lit, bro. Trust me, I've been wanting a PS5, but I can't get it now. I don't got the money for it, so, dudes are out here trying to save money. Cody Bellinger this spring, he's 3 for 12. He's got a walk and 2 runs. Well, I shouldn't say that Bellinger hasn't played. I just haven't seen Bellinger in a while. Anyway, Bellinger gets called for a strike on the breaking ball by Nick Martinez. I haven't seen him in a while. That's all it is. Here's the pitch, and that ball is going to be elevated, so the count is now even at 1-1. Oh, man. Reporting is Kirsten Watson. I'm guessing she's the Dodgers reporter. All right, here's the pitch, and swing and a miss by Bellinger as he takes a big hack for strike 2. Most people are reselling PS5s for $900. No, thank you. I'm good. Yeah, man. The thing is, you already know. It's like because of the tech that it has, people are going to resell it at a higher price because everybody wants it. Well, no, thank you. I don't want it. So I agree with you, Freddie. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on an elevated fastball, and Bellinger is down on strike. Man, Bellinger is always prone to that high fastball. So Bellinger is out right there, and he threw him up and in. So Bellinger that's a weakness of his. Everybody here has positive energy, and I love it. Yeah, man, when it comes to the baseball streams, that's why I always, man, it's just positive vibes. Here is A.J. Pollock, the left fielder for the Dodgers. Yeah. Guys, make sure to share the stream as well. He is 0 for 5 in spring training. He has 4 strikeouts right now. So Pollock looking for his first spring training hit. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be off the plate for ball 1. As you get a picture of Cronenworth right there in the background, trying to show off his number 9 jersey right there. Bellinger did strike out. Looks like Bellinger got himself a haircut in this offseason. Pollock, 297 last year, 21 home runs, 69 ribbies. Had a really nice, solid year for the Dodgers. As we have a 2-0 count now as that ball is low and inside. Which is why I'm so excited to do baseball games. I'm really, really excited because I just love the energy inside a chat, especially when I get to do them, especially with these teams. Here's a pitch, and we got an NL West showdown. So it's gonna be crazy, and this is why I can't wait for Tatis and Machado to get healthy, so that we get to see it. We get to see these two teams go at it at full strength. The pitching worries me a little bit for both teams, but we'll see. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strike, and the count is now 3-1. All right, so we got a 3-1 count, bottom of the second with 2 outs. Here's a 3-1, and the pitch is going to be laced, but it's going to go into foul territory as Eggy Rosario tried to field it, and the count is now going to be full at 3-2. How long is Tatis out for? I think, wasn't it he was supposed to be out, for a month? It's going to feel a little bit different without Tatis. I will say, though, I feel like baseball kind of overhyped him a little too much for my liking. Here's the pitch. He's a good young hitter on the come up, but I feel like baseball is overhyping him a little too much, and they're trying to make him into the next guy. Oh, he's supposed to be out for 3 months? So that means, so Tatis won't be back until probably June. Damn, you know what that means? Pretty much that's going to mean that his spring training is pretty much going to be in AA, AAA, and then even when he comes back up to the majors, he's still going to be his spring training is really just going to be really much trying to get himself back into things. Here is Gavin Lux. Swings at the first pitch. Whoa, takes it deep to left center field. Going back, looking up. And, oh, the left fielder makes the play. Oh, man, I for sure thought he tied the game. But he did not, as the left fielder makes the play. So the Dodgers get no runs, no hits. 1 man left on base. Through 2, headed to the top of the 3rd inning. It is 3-1 Padres. Betts, Bellinger, Freeman, Seager, kind of nice too. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Man, Gavin Lux just got robbed of a 2-run shot, man. That doesn't sit well. Like I said, the Dodgers are expected to go to the World Series. The thing is that people just don't want to look at that bubble title as what it is, because that a lot of people, that's what they're gonna call it. They're gonna call it a bubble title because they're gonna look at it this way. Look what the Dodgers have done. They've been to the World Series 3 times in the last 7, 8 seasons. They've owned the division the last 8 or 9 seasons. So that's why I think that it's important for the Dodgers to win, because if they don't win this year, people are going to really start looking at that World Series title, and they're not going to take it legit, man. He did get the ring. The thing was, that was the ring that he needed. Regular season, Kershaw, Hall of Fame credentials all over. Multiple Cy Young awards. He has 3 or 4 Cy Youngs, this Kershaw. But man, postseason, big games, you cannot count on him for nothing. Always finds a way to struggle in big games. I know he's had some injuries, but even when he was fully healthy, you can never count on him in the postseason. In his starts, he always doesn't even he doesn't last long. Like, I think the most innings he's pitched in a postseason game, I think, has been 6, maybe. All right, Arias is done. 2 innings of work. He allowed 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. Here's Ryan Pepiot. 5-9 record, 4.62 ERA in double and triple A last year. Games 26, started 22 of them. And the pitch is going to be a strike. And we are back to the top of the lineup with Trent Grisham. Singled in the first inning that set up Austin Nola's 2-run shot. That's right. And he has an MVP. I think he won MVP and Cy Young in the same season. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to be off the plate. 1-1. Kershaw's most was 8 against the Brewers in the wild card game, 2020. Oh, go fitting. That was in the pandemic one. Here's the 1-1. And that ball is off the plate, so the count is now 2-1. Here's the pitch, and the ball is going to be fouled off, so it's going to be 2-2. Freddie Gee says, wow, 6 innings? I thought Homie was completing a couple games in there. He has some endurance. All right, here's Pepiot on the 2-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner with the fastball. Grisham down looking. First out of the inning, 1 away. For those who are tuning in, it is the top of the 3rd inning right now. Padres lead 3-run over the Dodgers here in spring training action. And the pitch to Nola is going to be a strike on the inside corner. All right. Nola hit the 2-run home run off of Julio Arias in the first inning. They gave the Padres a 2-0 lead. Here's the pitch by Pepio, and that is going to be a ball. Count is even at 1-1. Yo, Freddie G, what's good, my guy? How are you, bro? Here's the pitch, and that's going to be off the plate, just a little bit high off, and that's going to be a 2-1 count. And Dylan says, baby, oh, he likes the pitcher's glove. It's a baby blue. That is a nice glove. Adds a nice little touch to the jersey, though. And the pitch, and once again, nice pitch on the inside corner for strike 2. Freddie says, I'm coming to all the baseball lives now, Lou. He says, I'm a casual, so you're going to have to teach and break down the deeper strategies of the game. Oh, no doubt. You already know I'm going to do that, man. I'm a baseball aficionado at heart, so you already know what it is. Here's the pitch, and that ball is going to be low, so the count is now full at 3-2. He also says, Ryan, what's good, my guy? Long time no see. I know Freddie's been busy with the, how's your kid doing, Freddie? And I know Freddie's had the busy schedule as well, but, Freddie always showing support, whether we agree or disagree. That's the homie right there. And the pitch off the plate, and it's going to be ball 4. So take your base, Austin Nola, as he draws a walk. So we got a runner on with 1 out for the Padres. Pepe has thrown 11 pitches here right now in the second inning. All right, that brings us to our next hitter, the number 3 hitter, second baseman Jake Cronenworth, struck out in the first inning. And the pitch is going to be a strike. All right. Sets his feet, pitches from the stretch. Here's the pitch. The ball is slowly grounded. Double play ball. Throw it over to second. Throws it over to first for the inning-ending double play. So the Padres get no runs, no hits because of the double play. Nobody left on base with the 5-4-3 double play. Headed to the bottom of the third inning. It is a 3-1 Padres lead. Oh, I'm sorry, 6-4-3. You're right, 6-4-3. My mistake. I meant to say 6-4-3 because the third baseman is position number 6. Shortstop is position number 5. Because sometimes I also forget that the shift is being played, and sometimes when that happens, I tend to forget. So, but thank you for that, Dylan. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so for the Dodgers, we're back to the top of the lineup. It is Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and Trea Turner coming up. 1, 2, 3. The only question is Nick Martinez going to wait a minute? Yeah. Yep. He's doing good, Lou. Little homie is in kindergarten doing good. He turned 6 in December. All right, man. That's what's up. Ryan says, how's a little one? Sometimes Justin Turner plays in the 4-hole. Nice to see my nephew doing well, man. All right, Ryan making himself family already, I see. Might as well call you Uncle Ryan, right? So I'm guessing Kansas probably won in their NCAA tournament game in the Sweet 16 against Providence. There's more tournament action on Saturday. I think it's Villanova's playing on Saturday. Trying to figure out who. I know they play Houston. I'm trying to figure out who else plays. All right, man. Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 1 in the first inning. He struck out in his very first at-bat in his first spring training game because he has not played all spring. Ryan says, if he start acting up, call me up, man. ASAP, I got you, man. All right, man, so we got a 1-0 count as he throws the ball. Here's the pitch, and it's hit. Oh, but right at the shortstop for the first out. So Mookie hit the ball well, but the shortstop just caught it. Kim was able to make the play for the first out of the inning. Mookie hit it well. It just ended up right at the shortstop. Another thing, I really hope baseball eliminates the shift. Too much shifting going on. Yeah, I heard Michigan lost. And the pitch is a strike by Nick Martinez. First pitch by first at bat by Freddie Freeman goes deep on Nick Martinez, for his first hit. So Martinez is actually going to pitch 3. Here's the 0-1. It's fouled away, strike 2. Dylan says, I really don't like how baseball is changing from the OG rules. The problem is that the baseball's become an analytics game. Same thing with the NFL. Not as much, but, you get what I'm trying to say, though. But it's the same thing with basketball. It's an analytics game. Here's the pitch, and that ball is up and in, so that is now 1-2. It's like the great Jerry Sloan said, God rest his soul. If analytics were not involved in a team sport, the game would be a beautiful game to play. And he's right. If analytics never get involved, here's Freddie Freeman, hits it to the shift, throws it over to first for the second out of the inning, 2 away. I just, like I said, man, I don't like the fact that analytics plays way too much into a part of, of team sports. Will Jawan still be the coach? That's a good question. I don't know. Trey Turner had a walk in the first inning. Freddie says it's shifting cheating. Shifting is kind of cheating in a sense in terms of the fact that you're not allowing a hitter to excuse me a second, hold on. Excuse me, as we got a 1-1 count to Turner. 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd inning. 50 pitches thrown by Nick Martinez, and the pitch, and the ball is going to be elevated high, so the count is now 2-1. But getting back to what I was saying in terms of shifting, it kind of cheats the defense in a bit. Because like I said, they play more into an analytics game. It pretty much tries to prevent a power hitter from having an effect on the game. Here's the pitch, since they tend to pull the ball a lot, and the count is even at 2-2 on the swing and a miss. Dylan says, well, they didn't shift for Babe and Ted Williams. Politics also plays part of sports. Shifting was part of the OG rules, but they didn't shift a lot. They played people more straight up on defense. Here's the pitch. There were only some minor, defensive adjustments, minor in terms of how you play guys, but still. It just became a thing when they saw hitters hitting the ball to a certain spot a lot. Yeah, it's also with the fact that hitters were going deep as well. Home runs have been down, though, the last couple of years. Here's the pitch, and it is grounded over to the third baseman. Rosario throws it over to first to make the play for the final out of the inning. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nick Martinez. Through 3, it is Padres 3 and Dodgers 1. All right, so for San Diego, we have Luke Voit, Will Myers, and Jorge Alfaro, who went deep against Urias for the second home run of the game to give the Padres a 3-1 lead. Well, no, a batter, when they hit their spots, it pretty much means that they're hitting to their strengths. So basically, the shift is to take away their strength. It's almost like, put it this way, Freddie. Think of it as playing a zone defense. You're guarding spots. That's what a shifting does. A shifting is kind of like a shifting in baseball is like a zone, depending on the hitter. You're guarding to the hitter's strengths and you're guarding spots. That's what a zone defense. It's like a zone defense in a way, if it makes sense. It's kind of like a zone defense in basketball. Because that's what a zone does. It guards spots on the floor. Because the job is you don't want a team that's very good at getting to the basket to penetrate. So that's what it does. The only thing that is vulnerable of is obviously leaving spots open on the three-point line. Exactly. The shift is playing to a player's tendencies. Exactly. That's what it is. Certain players, especially the thing is, if that player is having impact on that spot of the baseball diamond, is why the shift gets played. I just hate that they overanalyze shift. It's basically when you're over shifting, you don't really trust your defense to play straight up. Like they can't make the play, so they have to be in a specific spot, and that's what to me it kills. If you're a great fielder or a pretty good fielder, you really shouldn't have to be needing to shift all the time. But like I said, they're playing to the air. Here's the pitch by Pepio, and it's going to be a strike. So, yeah, you could kind of call it scouting. I just feel like they kind of tend to over-scout. Here's Luke Voigt, 0 for 1. Yeah, true, Dylan. That's a good point. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be strike 2. So, Pepio quickly with the 0-2 count. Lou Word, I got you. So, can a batter – all right, here's the pitch, and that's still going to be 0-2. It was fouled away. Freddie says, Lou Word, I got you. So, can a batter hit away from the shit at a normal rate, or is the batting average down? Well, here's the thing. The only way to beat a shift is to always hit it to the opposite way of the shift. But that's only if the hitters are smart enough to do that. Also, if they're able to bunt, they should also bunt the opposite way because, again, the fielders are playing so far. Either they're playing so far back or they're playing so far to their right or left that they're not able to go get the baseball. But the thing is, some of the hitters are really like too dumb to realize that. And here's the pitch, and it's fouled off, so it's still leaving it 2-2. But the thing is, they're capable of doing it. It's just very, very difficult, especially, again, what type of hitter are you? Are you a power hitter that tends to pull the ball a lot? If you're somebody who pulls the ball a lot, it's going to be difficult for you to go the opposite way. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as Pepio gets the strikeout for the first out of the inning, went away. Shout out to Isaiah. Appreciate you coming on through. What's up? I've seen some shifts where the infield is damn near in the outfield. Yeah, I'm like, how can you turn a double play from those positions? They don't shift when a runner is on base. Yeah, they're the only thing that they really do, depending how it is, they can either bring the infield in or just play normal depth. That's it. But they won't shift if runners are on. Because if you do that, you're more than likely going to give up runs. My day's going great. Lou, that's a good point about the bunt. That's some clever, quick thinking. Right. Yeah, right, Dylan. Exactly. They don't normally do it, but hey, with this baseball season, who you never know. Here's the pitch. Take a look at a guy like Dave Winfield, for example. He was a really good bunter. He just didn't bunt a lot, but he's a very good, fundamentally sound bunter. He just didn't really do it a lot. Why? I mean, the man was a great hitter. Here's the pitch, and the ball is fouled off. Strike 2. Still 1-2. There's a video of Robinson Cano hitting, and he bunts it to the opposite side, and he gets a hustle double. Isaiah says, who do you think is going to win? Well, right now the Padres are winning 3-1. The Dodgers are actually the favorites to win this game. I still have the Dodgers winning this game, but the Padres might win. You never know. Here's the pitch, and the ball is going to be low, and the count is now going to be 2-2. Because the thing is, Robinson Cano is a great hitter, but they also shift on him. Here's the pitch, and the ball is going to be skied, but it's going to be out of play foul, so it's still 2-2. Yeah, the outfield can definitely do that. And as long as they do it, the infield could play normal. They could play normal depth so that they will have a chance for the double play. That would be if it's a runner first. Strike 3 down the middle on the strikeout as he gets caught looking for the second out of the inning, 2 away for the Dodgers. Well, no, Robinson's not the fastest. I'm just guessing that when he hit that double, the ball was pretty far enough to where he was able to run to second base. Robinson Cano's not fast. Here's Jorge Alfaro, 1-for-1. He had a solo home run in the second inning to give the Padres a 2-0. I'm sorry, in the second inning to give him a 3-1 lead. Pitch, inside swing right there, jams him for strike 1. The infielder shift to the pull side with no one on base. Exactly. So the pull side basically means whichever hitter is basically, if you're a right-handed hitter and you pull to the left, hitters will be playing more to your right. If you're a pull hitter on the left side, hitters are going to be playing more to your left. But shifts can definitely change. Here's the pitch, because the thing is, a shift is always all about spots. But it's true, because the problem is that's going to be bad for the fielders if they shift with runners on base. Because now, depending on where the ball is hit, it's going to take them a while to get to that baseball. So that's why they don't shift with runners on base. And the pitch, it's going to be fouled off, so the count is now 1-2. But most balanced hitters like Trey Turner, they don't get shifted on a lot. I know the steal numbers are down from the past. What would be the reason for that? There's injuries. The home run ball was a part of it as well. Fans have fallen so in love with the home run ball that people don't feel like they need to steal bases. Small ball is not in the game anymore. Moving guys over. Bringing in the runner from third. The thing is also catchers are throwing hitters. They're throwing guys out too. That's another thing. The thing is, a lot of catchers who are able to pitch out and always catch when the runner is like leaning way too far off the base. So if they feel like they can get the runner, they'll take a chance and throw it. Here's the pitch. Alofar hits it over to straightaway center, but it's lined out as Bellinger makes the play. So a 1-2-3 inning for Pepillo here in the top of the fourth. Headed to the bottom of the fourth, it is a 3-1 Dodgers lead as he goes 1-2-3. For the Dodgers, we have it'll be Trey Turner, Max Muncy, Will Smith. The heart of the order is coming up for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the fourth. One thing, it's obviously the catchers, the managers also with their strategy, they're not really giving signs for stealing bases. You don't really see also position players today like really study pitchers and really try to steal bases. Like they don't make it an emphasis. I mean, listen, these were my favorite guys when it came to stealing bases. You had Vince Coleman, who played for the Cardinals. You had Ricky Henderson. You had Willie McGee. You had Jose Reyes. He was a guy when the stolen base was still good enough, but it was still watchable enough. Like I remember, I think the amount of bases that Reyes stole was around 50 to 60 bases. You give me a player that steals 50 to 60 bases, you could kind of say that the stolen base mark is back, stealing bases. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, because Turner had walked. So so they took Turner out of the game? Oh, that's probably why. That's probably my only guess, if that's the case. Yeah, so that's what catchers are doing. So that's why they'll call certain pitches to pitchers so that they'll be able to pitch out if they can read what a runner's doing. So Dylan makes a great point. So that's why and that's why I said that. That's why it's all scouting reports are like that. Freddie Gee says, what attributes into being a good catcher? Well, you have to be able to call a game. You have to have great communication with your pitcher. So we have a new pitcher for the Padres, Javi Guerra, excuse me. 4 games played last season, 4.91 ERA, no record, no holds, 3 2/3 innings, 3 strikeouts to 2 walks. And the pitch, oh my God, woo! It's a foul. It's a foul ball by Max Muncy. I thought Muncy took it out, but he did not. So yeah, what makes a good catcher, he's got to be able to call the pitching staff. You got to be able to every single time a pitcher's out in the mound, they'd be able to trust you in terms of what to call. You got to have great communication. Pitch. I mean, the catcher's the most demanding position in baseball. So you also got to somehow be durable. It's not easy being a catcher. You're on your knees. I mean, I've seen catchers like do splits so that they don't have a lot of pressure put on their knees when they're at the plate. Because you're out there catching for all these hitters, especially if it's like a big inning. It's not easy. Like I've seen I saw Jose Molina one time. I forgot who he was catching. I think it was AJ Burnett. He ended up doing the split, trying to catch when Burnett threw pitches, and it was partly because again the wear and tear of being on your knees as a catcher is demanding, for the body. So you got to be able to be in great shape to be a catcher. It's the most demanding position in all of baseball. All right, here's the pitch, and that ball is going to be low, so the count is now full of 3-2. Okay, so Freddie also says, I understand leadoff and cleanup man duties. What else determines the batting order? It's always about it always depends on the pitching. So the pitcher, what a pitcher likes to throw will always determine what goes into a starting lineup, in terms of hitting, in terms of the So Dylan also says you gotta have great knees. Most batting orders go righty, lefty, righty, lefty. See, that's the thing, and that gives you a balanced attack. Because what happens if you go righty, lefty, a pitcher seeing you don't want a pitcher to see you don't want a left hand or right-handed dominant lineup. You're predictable that way. You want righty, lefty, righty, lefty. You want a mix so that they see both sides. Especially because if you're doing it to a right-handed hitting lineup, all right, here's the pitch, inside-out swing, and it is caught by the second baseman for the second out of the inning. No, for the first out of the inning. So that's one away. What's going on, Eric? Oh, I'm actually surprised that you're in this stream. I thought you'd be in the, on the Dodgers stream. I mean, sorry, not on the Cubs stream. But I know that they lost already. Dylan says because you don't want a team to have an easy inning with 3 lefties hitting, because then they'll bring in a lefty. That's why they do the lefty versus lefty matchup for that reason. Especially if they're able to pitch inside and then they're also able to pitch away, especially to hitters who love to be if there are hitters who love to hit the ball inside, you extend the zone on them away. If there's a lefty who loves to hit away and has good play coverage, you want to throw them inside. But yeah, shout out to Eric, man. Guys, make sure to hit that like button, man. Spread the video. So the Cubs traded Ramirez to the Rays, and it's funny. I just did a game with him in the lineup not too long ago, and they end up trading him. And the pitch, and the ball is fouled away by Turner, so the count is still 0-2. They'll get the request from the manager and signal it to the pitcher. You know, especially if they want to go with that lineup, so they'll do that, and then they make sure that they want to go with that lineup. Here's the 0-2, and that is going to be off just a little bit by Guerra, so that's going to be 1-2. Bottom of the fourth inning, it is a packed house with Dodger fans everywhere here in this spring training ballpark here in Arizona. It is a 3-1 Dodgers lead. The man said he bring the homies everywhere he go. I already know what it is. All right, here's the 1-2. Swing, and it's going to be fouled away and out of play, so still 1-2. Guys, make sure to hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new as well. So we got a 1-2 count to Justin Turner here. 11 pitches thrown by Guerra here in the fourth inning, bottom of the fourth. And the pitch, inside outs that swing, tries to jam him inside, but Turner once again fouls it off. All right, so so also Max Muncy is out, so so that's why they changed Turner to the sixth one. All right, so then we got Bellinger, Pollock, and Lux. Here's the pitch, strike 3 on the outside corner as Turner is down looking for the second out of the inning, 2 away. As Eric says, 3-1 Padres. Yep, as you guys can see on the scoreboard. Also, so guys, this is why I also do the scoreboard the way that I do. It's so that you guys are able to see other teams that are playing whatever sport. As Bellinger 0 for 1 strikeout in the second inning. And that's why I put the scoreboard up so that people can see the score like when they click the video. Because, before I would be typing strike 1. I mean, like I said, it wasn't bad, but it's kind of difficult sometimes when you're like trying to talk and do the game stream, and then you're trying to go back and look at the score and then try to type it in. It's a lot. So I wanted to make it easier. Found the program that's right for me. I was able to, get the stuff, and I was able to, get the program working. So now I got the scores. Here's Bellinger swing and a miss, and that is going to now be 0-2 in an 0-2 count right here with 2 outs. So I made sure that I did it that way. That way you guys will be able to see the score from the current game and then scores from other teams. So I did it that way to not only make it easier on me, but to make it easier on you. So in case if you have any questions, you could just look at the screen right in front of you, so that when you have to ask who's winning or the score is right there to help you out. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be a ball. So the count is now 1-2. Dylan says Cody Bellinger better get a good hit right here. I really hope Bellinger is more patient this year. I don't know what is it about Cody, but he strikes out a lot. And I really wish that he wouldn't strike at balls that he knows he cannot hit. Like, he tries to hit the high fastball, but he knows he can't hit that. And I mean consistently. That's my thing. He can't do it consistently. So it's like you have to make a pitcher try to throw into your zone. Don't give the pitcher outs. Pitch, swing and a miss on a ball away as Bellinger is down on strikes. So no runs, no hits. 1-2-3 inning for Guerra. Through 4, it is the Padres 3 and the Dodgers 1 right here on the Lewis Sports Network as we head over to commercial break. So yeah, Bellinger still kind of concerns me though. Well, to be honest, Dylan, he kind of changed his swing a little bit in that second half of the season because if you remember, he was hitting damn near 370 at All-Star break in 2019. And then after that, his batting average went all the way down to 304. He struggled in the second half of the year. And then after that, decided to change his batting stance, and since then, he's struggled. And it's funny because even when he in 2019, 3 years ago, he actually was not striking out a lot when he had that stance. He was putting more bat on the baseball, and he was putting the ball in play a lot. He was not striking out that much. His strikeouts went up from the minute he changed stance. All right, man. So we are going to be in the top of the fifth just a little bit. Freddie says, how often does a batter swing at a normal at bat? Let's say 5 to 6 pitches at that bat. I mean, it depends. It honestly really depends. If you're someone who's a free swinger, you'll be out in 3 to 4 pitches. Sometimes you might get lucky and you might hit the first pitch. So it's really hard to say like on average. That's always usually indicative of your batting average on how many pitches are you seeing per at bat. 2, some people are still able to hit very well and they don't really draw walks. Some of them swing at like the first 1 or 2 pitches, depending. So it really depends. It really depends. I mean, it's quite possible that a hitter might see 5 to 6 pitches tops. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a new pitcher for the Dodgers. Here's Victor Gonzalez. 44 games played last year, 3-1 record, 3.57 ERA, pitched 35 and a third innings. He had 19 walks, 33 strikeouts, allowed 3 home runs, and opponents hit .249 against Gonzalez. And the pitch. The ball is swung on the first pitch that he sees. He skies it over, just slightly over the infield as Gavin Lux makes the play for the first out of the inning, 1 away. Dylan says, for me, I usually never take first pitch. I'm only 12, and kids be throwing curveballs, so I don't want to get deep in the count. So the first pitch is going to be a hit. Well, Dylan, the fact that you're 12 and this knowledgeable, man, salute to you, bro. And the pitch is a strike to Trace Thompson. Yeah, no doubt, Dylan, no doubt. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count is now 0-2. Freddie Gee says, and y'all got to tell me how the farm system scouting works as well. I see prospects are sacred in baseball, almost like no other sport. Well, yeah, there's a lot of kids that get drafted out of college or that they get signed when they're in the minor leagues. They're sacred because of the fact is some of these hitters are very talented. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. As Thompson is down looking for the first out of the inning for the Dodgers, 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Yeah, prospects are very sacred because of the talent. You know what? Check this out. I want y'all to watch this. I want y'all to watch baseball seasons, and I want you to watch the year of 1986 on YouTube. I want y'all to watch that. As we got Eguy Rosario, 0 for 1, he struck out in the second. I want y'all to watch that, and here's the reason why. You should watch it because if you look at that field of crop, do you want to know the players that came in at that time? Swing and a miss by Eguy Rosario for strike 1. Check this out. Look at the players that came in 86. Barry Bonds, who was in the Pittsburgh farm system. You had Barry Larkin, who was in the Cincinnati farm system. You had Greg Maddux, Chicago Cubs farm system. And all those guys came in 86. Swing and a miss on E-Guy. That's strike 2. So we got 2 outs, 0-2 count here in the top of the 5th. Dodgers trail 3-1 to the Padres. So, yeah. All righty. So we got a beach ball. We know how the beach ball is be in Dodger land out there. All right. So we got an 0-2 count. Dylan says, in my opinion, spring training is really dumb because most teams have such good lineups. All their farm people are going to just stay down in the minors. It's true. I agree with you. To me, spring training should be for the young players. And then the veterans could just do batting practice. Strike 3, as Rosario is down looking to end the inning. So no runs, no hits. 1-2-3 inning for Victor Gonzalez. Headed to the bottom of the 5th. It is a 3-1 Padres lead over the Dodgers. So Freddie, on YouTube, type in baseball seasons 1986. The YouTuber's name is I think it's Cable7. Cable7. So when you type in Cable7, you'll be able to see all the videos. I mean, the person has put videos of college football, college basketball, baseball, and he's done baseball. A lot of great content. You can see everything. Yeah, Shane Larkin is Barry's son. Shane is his son. Shane Larkin is Barry's son. Play for my Knicks. I know. But yeah, Dylan is absolutely right. I 100% agree with him. The fact that I just feel like spring training should be more for the young pitchers and the young hitters that are trying to make the roster. The veterans can pretty much practice on like their own time, like when they do spring training and all that kind of stuff. Guys, let's continue to get the likes up, man, as we're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Continue to get the likes up. Excuse me. Bottom of the 5th inning right here on the Lewis Sports Network. So we have a new pitcher. It's Nabel Chrismat for the Padres. 45 games last year, 3-1 record. No save opportunities in one chance. 3.76 ERA, 81 in the 3rd innings. He had 71 strikeouts to 24 walks. He allowed 10 home runs last year. And opponents hit 274 off him, which is a pretty high batting average if they're hitting that high. Is that Victor Gonzalez they're showing? Yeah, I think so. Because I'm like, why is the camera zooming in on him like that? Out of focus. All right, here's AJ Pollock. Walked in the 2nd inning for the Dodgers. All right, Chris Matz gets ready. Here's on the windup and the pitch, and that is going to be a strike right down the middle at the knee, strike 1. And the pitch. All right, so we got a 1-1 count again. Dave Roberts got an extension from the Dodgers today. I don't think he deserves it, but he got the extension nonetheless. Here's the pitch, and check swing, and that's going to be a strike. Freddie says, "Word, I just subscribed to his channel." All right, man. It should make sure that when you see it, it's supposed to be a purple circle that shows on his channel in terms of the color of his profile. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be fouled away. Ronald Acuna Jr. is talented. Hopefully he does not. Hopefully he's good. He's good and recover from the ACL, because that was hard to have to sit and watch your team win a World Series without you, and you couldn't play. Dylan says, everyone here name your favorite players. Mine is Chris Taylor. Who's my favorite player in the game right now? It will have to be Mookie Betts, because I'm a big Mookie Betts fan. I like little guys like that who can impact the game in such a large way. You know, he hasn't been healthy, but I like Mookie. Yeah, yo, you need to. I'm telling you right now, you need to watch the 86. Yeah, if you watch that 1986 season, bro, it's gonna take you back, and you're gonna be like, no. The Chris Taylor that he's talking about is from the. Wait, did Chris Taylor play for the Tigers before he went? Because the Chris Taylor that he's talking about is currently on the Dodgers. But I don't know if Chris Taylor was a Detroit Tiger before that, which I think what might be. Because he did play. All right, so A.J. Pollock draws a walk to start the 5th inning. He played for the Mariners, and then he was traded. Okay. Here's Gavin Lux, 0 for 1 lineout in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch for a strike. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And that ball is in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. So the count is 1-1. All right, so we got a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. And that's a ball, so the count is now 2-1. Oh, that's nice to know. The Dallas Mavericks get annihilated today by the Timberwolves. That's nice. And a 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. All right, runner on first, bottom of the 5th, 2-2 count, 11 pitches thrown by Chris Matt. Here's the pitch by him. Swing, and it's going to be fouled off by Gavin Lux, so it's still 2-2. It was a bluish team, yeah. No, the Timberwolves got a good team, and people who are saying that they're not a good team is that, they're sadly mistaken. That's a very good Minnesota Timberwolves team. A very under. Oh yeah. Shout out to Ant-Man doing his thing. A very underappreciated manager is AJ Hinch. I want to say so, Dylan. The only unfortunate thing about AJ, and we got a strike 3 as Gavin Lux is down looking for the second out of the inning as he strikes out. 2 away. Wow, that ball was below the knees, man. That catcher framed that pitch. Actually, no, first out of the inning. Sorry, my bad. Here's Mookie Betts, strikeout and a lineout, 0 for 2 in his return. So, yeah, the only problem with A.J. Hinch is that he's forever going to be linked to that 2017 Astros team that ended up cheating. And who was the bench coach? It was Alex Cora. So, as much as he could be underappreciated, the problem is because he's part of that little cheating scandal with the sign stealing is why it's going to be hard for people to say he was underappreciated. But I think AJ is a very good manager. It's unfortunate he's part of this whole thing. As Mookie Betts fouls it off, so the count is now 1-1. Freddie says, I don't know any of the managers. I got to do my homework. Hey, that's what you came here to learn for, man. And the pitch, it's going to be fouled off, so the count is now 1-2. Dylan says that he's on spring break. Oh, nice. Until what time? How long is your spring break? I don't get spring break until next month, so I'm still a ways away. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Mookie Betts is down on strikes for the second time today, 2 away. So Mookie is now 0 for 3. Oh, it starts on Monday? Okay. Freddie says, oh, okay, yeah, I remember the Astros getting drugged through the mud, Lou. How do you feel since the Astros beat the Dodgers in the World Series? Well, you know what? The Yankees, right now, they said that they're sign stealing, and we have a hit by Freeman, hits it deep to left field, so it goes opposite away again, but the ball is caught for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 man left on base, through 5, hit it at the top of the 6th inning. It is a 3-1 Padres lead. But yeah, no, the problem is that the Astros were caught cheating. Jose Altuve had a mouthpiece inside his jersey, where you could clearly see it, and he's trying to hide it when he was talking to the inside reporter. And basically what those guys would do is not only would they steal signs, but they also knew what throw the pitcher was going to throw. But I heard that the Yankees are in investigation right now themselves, so I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Dylan says that my mom introduced me to baseball in 2019, but I know the history with the Astros beating her team, right? All right, guys, 5th inning about to start in a bit. Freddie says Yankees cheating too. Listen, man, baseball's been cheating for years. I just hate the fact that, again, I said this a million times on many, many streams. I hate the fact that these baseball teams cheat and the owners and the organization be acting like if nothing, number one, ever happened. And then they want to make it seem like if they're all clean all of a sudden. And then these players who helped you put your organization on the map, not only do they not really get credit for that, but then they're forced to, quote unquote, if they want to be in the good graces of the organization, they got to apologize. For what? They don't need to apologize. So there's Julio Arias. He's getting he has an interpreter. All right, here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. As they interview Julio Urias right now in terms of his start against San Diego. I remember Pineda had that tar a while back. Yeah, that's true. Dylan says, what's your opinion on Barry Bonds and his Hall of Fame on not getting in? That Barry Bonds deserves to get in. That's just my opinion. Barry Bonds deserves to get in. Roger Clemens deserves to get in. Sammy Sosa deserves to get in. Mark McGwire deserves to get in. They deserve to get in. I don't care what anybody says. They deserve to get in. Like I said this before. A guy like Jeff Bagwell, who nothing personal against Jeff Bagwell, but I don't feel he's a Hall of Famer. It's amazing that he hit 449 home runs in his career, and he somehow just snuck into the Hall of Fame. When he was in question as to using steroids. People can say what they want. Barry had natural talent. It's just unfortunately, he's always going to be known as the guy who's hated by the media and who ended up using steroids, quote unquote, Balco. Steroids does not help you hit a baseball. People don't really understand what steroids do. They'll just say, oh, he cheated and he juiced. Listen, steroids, number one, depends on what steroids you're using. Because if you're using some, for example, HGH, that's what a lot of hitters use for injuries. Same thing with pitchers. Human growth hormone. All right, here's the 1-1 with one out. And the ball is hit, chopped over by the second baseman, Gavin Lux. He makes the play at first for the second out of the inning, 2 away. If David Ortiz gets in and he cheated, Barry Bonds deserves it. Yeah, David Ortiz, all he did was kiss behind, and then he was able to get into the Hall of Fame. But Barry Bonds deserves to get in. We're talking about what he did as a player. This is what I don't like. People have got to learn to separate the person from the player. Barry, the player, he more than deserves to be in. And that's the thing that we do a lot. We don't know how to separate the person from the player. Here's the pitch on the 0-1, and that's going to be a strike. Strike 2. All right, here's the 0-2, and that's going to be a ball. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. As he is down on strikes. So, no runs, no hits, 1, 2, 3 inning, headed to the bottom of the 6th. It is a 3-1 Padres lead. I mean, so yeah, I just felt like if they were able to get in, the fact that David actually got the kiss behind. Dylan says I have a tournament tomorrow, and he's excited. Awesome. Best of luck to you in your tournament. Shout out to Jay in the building. What's going on? He says there's a number of players in the Hall of Fame that failed multiple PE tests, yet Bonds should be in. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for pointing that out, because that's what I'm saying. I told you there's a bunch of guys in there that have roided up that are in the Hall of Fame that if you're gonna keep Bonds and Clemens out because they weren't media friendly, then we need to take a lot of guys out. Yeah. Freddie G says, who was the dude that said he didn't take it, failed the test, and had to apologize? He won MVP, I think, a couple of years ago. Who said he didn't take it? Trying to think. Who was the one that said that? Trying to see if I remember. I'm not sure if I remember now. Was it the dude that stared at the camera? I think he stared right at the camera. I think at the congressional hearing and said he didn't take steroids, and then he ended up taking them. I think you're talking about Rafael Palmeiro. I think. Oh no. That might be Ryan Braun. You're right. So we got a new pitcher for the Padres. Here's James Norwood. 5 games played. 1 save opportunity, didn't get it. No ERA, 5 innings, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 300 against him. Ryan Braun, that's what it was. I confused him for Palmeiro, but Palmeiro was actually at the congressional hearing, but Palmeiro never won an MVP. So yeah, it was Ryan Braun. Here's Trey Turner walking the first, and the pitch, and swing and a miss, strike 1. Jay says Braun makes sense. I mean, it was a Brewer. I mean, there were questions about Fielder using PEDs after that 50 home run season he had the previous that year, I think in 2007. But the thing is, we know why they call his dad Big Daddy for a reason, aka Cecil Fielder. And the pitch is going to be a ball. All right, here's the 2-2. And the pitch. And check swing. Did he go? Umpire says no. He's safe. And the count is full at 3-2. All right, here's the 3-2, bottom of the 6th, and the pitch. And it's going to be hit. And it's going to be skied over to right field. But the right fielder makes the play, getting close to the warning track for the first out of the inning, 1 away as Turner flies out to right. Dylan says Tyler O'Neill has got big muscles. That he does. Here is Max Muncy, 0 for 1, and he drew a walk in the 4th inning. And the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. All right, folks, bottom of the 6th inning, Padres against Dodgers here. 1-1 count, bottom of the 6th. 8 pitches thrown. And the ball is once again low by Norwood. So the count is now 2-1. Freddie says he has got a question. What's the most competitive division in baseball? That would be the American League East. The American League East. It's the toughest. All right. And the ball is going to be hit, but it's going to be a foul ball as it try to stay fair with the first baseman. The National League East? I'm guessing that's the third base coach for the Dodgers. The NL West. All right, and the ball is hit, and it's going to be scouted into left field for a base hit. Nah, I can't say the National League West. It's because the Rockies and the Diamondbacks are there. They're weak. If you look at the AL East, the Blue Jays, the Rays, the Red Sox, and the Yankees, with the exception of the Orioles, the AL East is the toughest division in baseball. Oh, wait a minute. And the thing was, the Padres, they got off to a good start, but they tailed off after that. They won. First of all, they started the season 34-19, and people thought the Dodgers were going to get challenged by the Padres. It ended up being the Giants. The Giants ended up having the best record in baseball. So I still got to go with the AL East as the toughest division in baseball. And in terms of competitive. Oh, wow. The ball is hit to center field. Going back. Look at it. It's gone. It's gone. Will Smith, the catcher, hits a 2-run home run. And he ties the game at 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. How about Will Smith driving in Muncy right there with 1 out as Justin Turner comes up to the plate? Yeah, it's the like I said, the Red Sox, Rays, Yankees, Blue Jays, and the Orioles. They're the two birds. They're the 2 birds in the same division. So you got a Blue Jay and you got an Oriole. And the pitch over to Justin Turner, who is going to pop it out to right center field. The right fielder is there to make the play for the second out of the inning on the first pitch, 2 away. So yeah. Like I said, the Yankees, they look like they're going to be a fourth place team this year. The Red Sox, Rays, and the Jays all got better. I mean, but I've also said that I hope Brian Cashman goes. I need him gone. And the pitch is going to be a strike to Cody Bellinger, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. All right, so guys, if you just missed it, we got a 2-run home run by Will Smith, bringing in Max Muncy. Ties the game at 3 right now. Dodgers and Padres. And the pitch, and that's going to be off the plate. The count is now 2-1. I see the lady is recording this on her phone as Bellinger's at the plate. She's at home plate. Bellinger swings. That's actually a good swing by Bellinger, but he fouls it off. Count is even at 2-2. All right, here's the 2-2 by Bellinger, and the ball is way inside, and that count is now full at 3-2. All right, here's Bellinger on the 3-2. Swing and a miss on a ball down, but it looks like he fouled it off. Dylan says 17-1 Rockies won. Yeah, they beat the Cubs by 16 runs. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and Bellinger once again falls for that ball down low, and he's out on strikes again. But the Dodgers get 2 runs on 1 hit. The big blow, a 2-run shot by Will Smith to straightaway center, not even straightaway center, to still at center field, but just slightly to the left. But anyway, he hits a game-tying 2-run home run to center field to tie the game at 3 as we enter the top of the 7th inning. Damn, I can't lie. This game has moved pretty quickly. Pretty quick. 3-3 score in the top of the 7th. Through 6. Once again, folks, if you have not done it as of yet, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to also hit that subscribe button as well for the channel. Make sure to spread some love and let others know about the channel with the notifications. Always getting the latest uploads, live streams, and short videos right here on the content. Make sure I provide you the content. All right, guys, so we'll be back in just a second. All right, guys, top of the 7th inning. It looks like the regulars are going to be out. The regulars are going to be out of the game. So now we got Carson Fulmer coming up right now for the Dodgers pitching. So he pitched with Cincinnati, but he is now a Dodger. 20 games, 6.66 ERA, 25 2/3 innings, 13 walks, 24 strikeouts, 3 home runs. Opponents hit .265 as a team on average. Dylan says, all right, I don't know what is it with Cody Bellinger, but he needs to change the haircut, change the bat, and change the evil shield for him to maybe hit good. Damn, did the Cubs have 9 fans playing? I guess so. Jay says there should never be a 17-1 score in MLB. If so, then MLB needs a skunk rule. That's horrible. I mean, it was in a spring training game. Yeah, I mean, I've seen better. It could be worse. You know. So anyway, we got ourselves a 1-1 count. Top of the 7th. Who is at the plate right now? Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike on the outside corner for Fulmer as we have a 1-2 count. So to stretch a little bit, man, because that back sometimes it kind of locks up on you. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be a ball. So the count is now 2-2. Can't believe they called the ball on that pitch. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. 1 away as he gets him down on strikes. I don't know why baseball doesn't put in the mercy rule. They really should do that. Nobody wants to be sitting. I don't want to be sitting at a 20-1 snooze fest because eventually the game gets boring like that. If a team is putting up that many runs, especially if a team is not able to come back. Here's a pitch. And the thing is, for me, I've always enjoyed pitcher duels. That's just me. I've always enjoyed that. Here's Will Myers, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Excuse me. Here's the 1-0. And the ball is chopped slowly over to the third base side. It is fielded, thrown over to first, and they get the out at first to a hustling Will Myers. And that is going to be the second out of the inning, 2 away. So nice fielding right there by the acting third baseman. So that's going to be 2 down. All right, here is Jorge Alofar, who hit a solo home run back in the second inning, excuse me. He's 1 for 2. He is DHing for tonight's game. I never even really asked Dylan this, but I want to know what was your thoughts on them getting rid of now allowing the DH to actually play. Nah, bro, these people are professionals and shouldn't be giving up 17 runs in a game. That's also, yeah, that's the thing. It's not really more so the fact that you're right. They are professionals. They shouldn't be giving up 17 runs. The problem is it's the other team. All right, so Alofar hits it to the shortstop, throws it over to first as Turner makes the play for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, 1, 2, 3 inning. Headed to the bottom of the 7th. We are tied at 3, ladies and gentlemen. So my problem isn't the fact that they score 17 runs. It's the fact that the other team can't score. It's basically almost saying, why am I at the game anymore if all those runs are being scored and you're not scoring anything? Straight up front runner. Facts, Jay. Straight up front runner. Dylan says the DH is okay, but it's not okay when a pitcher doesn't even try to hit the baseball. I'm going to say this right now. I know they tried to be different with the idea that pitchers actually came to the plate, and some people still think that they like that. I've never been a fan of a pitcher going to the plate at all. See, the only thing that I hope is that it doesn't really eliminate small ball altogether. I hope that there's teams that still implement the small ball. Usually, it's always been known for National League teams to do it. I don't know. You've had the pitchers hitting for a long time. I don't really see what's the point of kind of like changing it just to kind of make things the same. And it's like, well, pitchers don't have to hit this and that, but it made it different. Like now this is why I said Manfred is low key the worst in baseball. The worst. He's low key the worst. Trying to tinker everything to try to make the game better, but I'm like, your politics is the reason why it's happening, why nobody's really watching, even the casual. Here's Travis Bergen for the San Diego Padres. 1 game started, 10 games pitched, 2-0 record, 1.69 ERA, 10 2/3 innings, 8 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run allowed. Opponents hitting a minuscule 139. He's hard to hit. All righty. Here's the bottom of the 7th, and the pitch is going to be a strike to Jake Lamb. So I think that the starters, the regulars, are now gone, and so they've now gone to the position, to the other players, to the younger players and the minor leaguers and stuff. We're trying to make the roster. Here's the pitch, and the ball is going to be up and away, so the count is now 1-1. Jay says that the National League history isn't the same now neither, so that the banner, because of that era, so now that's done. And the pitch, and it's going to be check swing foul. All right, so we got a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch, and the ball is hit. Hit to straightaway center field for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting by Jake Lamb. Took the fastball right up the middle, and he gets himself a leadoff hit, base hit. Yeah, and the pitcher was not able to grab it despite the fact that it was hit right up to him. Those are always kind of difficult to always judge, especially when it comes out to surprise like that. Only the best fielding pitchers are able to be ready. All right, here's Andy Burns at the plate. 3 for 10, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs. All right, the pitcher gets set. Catcher looking for down the middle. Here's the pitch, and he gets a strike. The catcher actually called down. Was able to get the hit in the location on the right spot. Jake Lamb is making a push for the major league team right now. Hopefully he gets in for the Dodgers. And the pitch is going to be low, and the count is now 1-1. All right, here's the pitch, and the ball is skied into shallow right center field. The second baseman pulls back, and then the center fielder also goes back, and then he makes the play for the first out, 1 away. I mean, at this point, they might as well, Jay. They might as well just make it one league. All right, here's Jason Martin. 3 for 11, which is a 273 average. 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, 2 walks. I got a chance to see Jason Martin against the Cubs. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Here's the pitch on the 0-1. It's going to be a strike on the outside corner, strike 2. Dylan says Yankees versus Dodgers would be so entertaining. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. As Jason Martin is down on strikes. 2 away. Well, to be honest, when these two teams are fully healthy, I actually would like to see Dodgers against Padres. Dodgers against Giants. With the way the Yankees are looking, I don't feel like they're going to be tested. All right, here's the pitch, and that's going to be a strike on the outside corner to Zach McKinstry coming off the bench. He is 2 for 10, double RBI and a walk. Oh, didn't know Andrew Miller retired today. I didn't even know that made news. I haven't heard anything all day, so that's good that you let me know. He's that left-hander, right? That big 6'7" left-hander. Jay says, yep, great for MLB to pass the NBA this year, too. NBA is failing fast. Freddie Gee says, what did the MLB pass the NBA on? No, they didn't pass them in anything. What Jay is basically saying is that the MLB has an opportunity to pass the NBA in ratings because the ratings have been low for these last couple of years in the NBA, and they're at an all-time worst this season. So baseball has the opportunity to actually push up in terms of the sport over the NBA. So yeah, it's unfortunate that the NBA has been slipping like very rapidly. And the funny thing is, people in the media have been lying about the ratings. The ratings are not good. They've been saying the ratings are unbelievable. They're hyping that stuff up, and they're even making up their own numbers, which is ridiculous. I can tell you legit places where the actual numbers are, and the ratings are pretty low. That's how bad it's been. Bro, AEW has outrated the NBA. NASCAR has outrated the NBA. The WWE has outrated the NBA. Obviously, the NFL has outrated the NBA. Hell, college has outrated the NBA. And here's a swing, and it's going to be a foul ball. Count is 2-2, a runner on first with 2 outs. Dylan says, nasty slider, too. Going to be a different game without him and Buster Posey. Buster Posey was a very good catcher, man. I miss him. Very, very good hitting catcher, too. Very, very good hitting catcher. Here's a 2-2. Swing, and it's going to be fouled away, so it's still 2-2. Bro, the pitcher for the Padres keeps balking because he's not pausing, and they aren't calling it. You know what's crazy? I'm really surprised that the Dodgers haven't even picked up on it, but I know they're not going to make such a big deal out of it just because it's spring training, but Dodgers haven't called it. I could count at least 3 times that this guy has balked, and the ball is swung, and he hits it over the shift into right field for a base hit as the runner moves over to third. It's a single. It's a single for McKinstry, and we got runners on the corners with 2 outs. Yeah, that was a nice piece of hitting by McKinstry. Hit it right over the second baseman on the shift. All right, guys. Bottom of the 7th. Runners on the corners. We got 2 on for Eddie Alvarez. 5 for 12, having a good spring training, hitting .417, 2 home runs, and 2 RBIs. Freddie Gee says Giannis, Luka, Jokic, and Embiid are the foreigners. The league is changing. Yeah, it's going to be more international players, more so than ever. They're going to be the faces of the league. Here's the pitch. I just feel that the constant changing of rules has been another thing as to why fans are not invested in basketball as they once used to be. That's another thing. We know that the game evolves, but for example, I always used to look forward to All-Star Weekend. I don't look forward to it anymore. As a matter of fact, I could care less for it. I could care less for the All-Star game. Like, money has become such a factor in today's game that the passion is not there anymore. I'm for players getting their money and the brand, but as we have a strike on the outside corner, 1-2 with 2 outs. Yeah, LeBron's still playing. And the pitch? Well, it's for 2 reasons. One, Giannis is a foreigner, and on top of that, he plays in a small market. So could you imagine if he was an American guy playing in a big market? But I definitely agree with you. He actually would be more recognized if he was just from the U.S. in itself without even being in a bigger market. But then that would go to another level, you know. that was to be the case. All right, here's the pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner as Eddie Alvarez is down looking. So the Dodgers get 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 men left on base as the game is tied at 3 through 7, headed to the top of the 8th. Jay says that none of the guys can carry the league the way it needs to be carried and get out of the hole that Silver and company and LeBron created. I mean, that's exactly what's happened. And people can complain how much they want, but and look at that. My Knicks have been horrible for most of this year, and they come back and they beat the Miami Heat, who just lost by 14 to the Warriors, who have been struggling. I know they had their little win streak, but still they have been struggling. But like I said, like the intensity, the competition, like it's just not there. Like I used to love looking forward to All-Star games, for example, when every time I hit All-Star weekend because I knew I was going to get competition. But I just feel like the money is what drives the players today more than anything. And like I said, I'm for players getting their bread because you're not playing this game for free. But it also takes away the passion of the game. And that's what I'm saying. Like people sometimes, they go, oh, old heads this, old heads that, but it's true. Sometimes you would just kind of let a little old school kind of. Here's Mike Wright, pitcher for the Dodgers in AAA, 16 starts, 7.5 record, 3.40 ERA, 96 in the third innings. So they are interviewing Freddie Freeman after his spring training debut. He went 1 for 3 with a solo home run. He actually hit that home run in his first at bat. Brian says Coach Spo is about that life. Oh, I mean, whatchamacallit? UD and Jimmy Butler got into it. Spoelstra said, yo, team just kicked our ass. That's what he said. Excuse my language to the young kids out there. Jay says politics and overseas BS with a certain country is killing the league. Yeah, man. It's unfortunate, but it is. The NBA doesn't have the transitional player from LeBron yet. Zion has been hurt. Giannis and Luka aren't from over here. And the pitch. But it's also why I've also said that they've needed to promote the stars that they have right now, which the league has not done a very good job of. At least for them to hold the fort until they can find their face. Here's the pitch. And that's off the plate. So the count is now 3-1. All right. It looks like that pitch was fouled off. Hae-Sung Kim. He's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. And the pitch. Oh, and Kim got hit. And Kim did not look happy. Wow, I'm surprised he was able to even maintain his composure because at first he kind of stared at the pitcher a little bit when Wright hit him, but because where he got hit was like in that top shoulder to the back area, but that ball was near his face. Yeah, that ball was near his face, and he got hit on the top left shoulder. As you can see, Wright was just shaking his head. All right, here's Trace Thompson. And the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. All right, so now throw the first runner gets back. Yep, that's Klay Thompson's brother batting right now, and Kim gets just ahead of the tag safely. Yeah, he did stare him down. Freddie Gee says that most of the superstars in the NBA are older. Curry, KD, Harden, Dame, most are 30 plus. The most consistent superstars aren't from over here. Tough spot to be in. LeBron has had his hand in killing the league with his views and lack of knowledge in the subject he tries to talk about and fails at. That's another thing. All right, man, here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. As Thompson is down on strikes for the first out, one away. Damn, man, he really do. You would have thought Klay Thompson was at the plate. With the way he looked, you would have thought Klay Thompson was taking out here playing for the Padres. They're just like his bro. Freddie Gee says, yeah, I can believe some of that. The racist fans don't want to watch it no more when the politics get involved. Here is Eguy Rosario. And the pitch. And the ball is fouled off. Strike one. Here's what's unfortunate about LeBron James. The fact that he's killed his image this bad. I hate to say it for LeBron fans. If you think LeBron gets hated on right now, wait until he retires. If you think he's hated on right now, wait until LeBron retires. They're going to come after him. They're going to come after him. And the thing is, we could easily blame part of it was the media. And part of it is them. But the problem is Bron also brought this on himself, man. It's the truth. What is Clay's brother's name? Trace Thompson. That's Trayce. But they say Trace like that. Here's Rosario on the 1-1, 3-3 score and the pitch. And that's going to be on the inside corner, strike two. Nice pitch by Wright. Jay says LeBron has no idea on many topics he talks about. He doesn't help anybody and he kills images. Dylan says, why is LeBron getting hated on right now? Well, we're explaining it to you right now. We're explaining it to you. He acts like a politician when he doesn't really know the issues that are at hand. And it's not only that. It's one thing if you were going on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram and like you're trying to help change, but the man doesn't. I'm just telling you, he's a great basketball player, but that's all he really is. He's a great basketball player, but he tries to act like if he's for the black community and he's doing this and that. He's done things for his community. There's no question about that. But you know, when you have to self-promote yourself every single time, it's like you're not as great as you are if you're gonna have to self-promote yourself every single time. And here's a hit by Rosario off the glove of the third baseman, and they don't get the force at second, so both runners are going to be safe. So we got two runners on with one out. Yep, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's a good point, Freddie. That's the way it is. Take a look at ESPN, for example, the four-letter network that I usually try not to mention, but I'm mentioning it now. They used to be about sports. Ever since they became about politics, nobody's really watching them. Nobody's really watching them. Freddie Gee also said they did it with the NASCAR and the Bubba Wallace situation. They leave when the pressure gets hot. Yeah. Here's Jose Azócar, 3 for 7 right now, currently on spring training. Great players in any sport need to be like Mike Trout, quiet and not getting themselves in drama. If it were only that easy, but it's not. Yeah, man. Look, man. I used to love watching Chris Berman football. If you listen to Stuart Scott, all those damn journalists and stuff like that, it was just about the sport. But ever since they became political, it's unwatchable. All of a sudden they act like experts. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all don't know nothing. All it is just woke politics. That's it. That's it. Ever since it became political, it really hasn't been able to watch. And it's like, you're here for the sport. You're not here for everything going on. So. The problem is not just LeBron. All these NBA players are with who? Adam Silver is with who? All right, the pitch is down in the dirt, so it's now 2-2 with 2 runners on and 1 out. Double play still in order for the Dodgers, so they have a chance to get out of this inning here in the top of the 8th. Eighteen pitches thrown by right. Here's the 2-2, and the ball is hit. It's skied to center field, and it's going to dunk in for extra bases. 1 run scores. Here comes the other runner. He's going to score, does Rosario. It's a 2-run double for Azócar, and the Padres now take a 5-3 lead. All right, Dylan, have a blessed night, man. Go to bed, man. All right, take care, man, and good luck on your good luck in your tournament as well. All right, who is this? This is a Derlin Rodriguez who is 1 for 9. No.
Oh, no, te parece que te fuera para la cocina.
And the pitch, and that's going to be a strike. And this is Rodriguez. And the pitch, and that is going to be swung away, fouled, also strike 2. Emmanuel Ramirez is hype. He said, let's go. Padres up 5-3. So, yeah, Jose just drove in 2 with the double right now. All right, we got an 0-2. Here's the pitch, and the ball is swung, and it's going to be fouled away. It's going to be fouled, so it's still 0-2. Right, top of the 8th, 5-3. Here's the 0-2, and the ball is going to be hit, chopped. Fielded by the third baseman over to first. There's a scoop, and it's going to be an out for the second out of the inning, 2 away. Nice play by the third baseman as he took it on a funny hop. And so Wright is going to be taken out of the game as Dave Roberts makes a substitution. So we're going to have a pitching change. So Dave Roberts has gone to the bullpen. All right, Freddie Gee says that goes hand in hand with the race issues that Brown usually speaks on. It's all under the political umbrella. If it ain't about the sport, racists don't want to hear all that. Well, let me educate you a little bit on Freddie. They keep trying to make it black versus white. That's the problem there, too. They keep trying to paint this a black versus white thing. But it depends on who you. But the thing is also, it depends on who you're talking about. And not to get too political, because like I said, I could go deeper with this, but like I said, the problem is they're trying to make everything black versus white, and it's not. And it's not. It's not. That's how the media fools you. They're trying to make that they're trying to make it all of that. But like I said, I don't want to get delved too dumped into that because there's a baseball stream, so that would have to be a topic for another day. But yeah, just from this small sample size, like I said, the bottom line is that politics is killing the game and the casual fans are not watching it. So if MLB wants to surpass the NBA in ratings, they got to stay away from the politics because they've had their little political issues themselves all of last year and the year before that during the pandemic. So here's Jose Adams. 35 games played in the minors last year, 2-0 record, 4.11 ERA. I'm gonna move to another location right here after the commercial break on this last hitter. Game is almost pretty much over. Padres lead 5-3. Got to see what this hitter is. They got a runner on second, and the ball is going to be upstairs for ball 1. I know that because they don't come for that. They could care less about that. So I know it kills the casuals. So and the pitch and the ball is going to be fouled away. So that's strike 1. But the thing is also in Jay's last comment that he just put right there, he's absolutely right, and it's the honest truth too. It's just a certain fan base doesn't want to hear it. Yo, shout out to Karam in the building as we have a strike on the inside corner to the left-handed hitter for strike 2. Yeah, so after this top half, I'm going to go to the I'm actually going to move location. All right, here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he's going to tag the runner, and that's going to be the final out of the inning. So the Padres get 2 runs on 3 hits. Actually, no, they get 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 men left on base. Headed to the bottom of the 8th inning, the score is 5-3 in favor of San Diego. Oh no, I don't think you're understanding what Jay is trying to basically say, Freddie. Basically saying that is that people are saying that Americans don't like China, right? Problem is, what's going on here is China is pretty much using the U.S. In other words, these guys are in cahoots. They're getting their money from them. China is the one that's running the league now. It's not even America. Because think about it. Why is America failing right now in terms of the league? And the thing is also, if you look at the actions of Silver and the NBA, why do you think that they continue to press these things and they really don't really care? And that's because they're getting their money from China. That's how they're making their money. The problem is the viewership. That's the problem. That's it's really self-explanatory. Think of it this way. You're making your money from over there, that's fine. But other than let's say LeBron's fans, who else is really watching him? Because you have to look at it this way. When you're the face of the league, everybody's watching you, good or bad. And it's easy to say, well, ratings were declining. As we get a new pitcher, Ray Kerr, 36 games pitched. But the problem is he's the best. Look, he's supposed to be the best in the game. He's supposed to be the most watched person. Yeah, the benefit of Bron is the fact that he's on social media. So that helps him get that attention. But now you're talking about viewership, and it's like, which is another thing. Why do you think the networks have had to push him so hard? And I've said it before. I've never seen a great player on the level of a LeBron, as we got an 0-1 count, constantly asking for validation when it's like, everybody knows you're a great player, but why are you constantly validating yourself? Like, there's no need for that. As we got a hit, and it's dunked into center field for a base hit. So Talise gets himself on with a leadoff single. But it's true, they do run the league. It's because the NBA made a deal with China, so they run the league. It's really self-explanatory. It's really not that hard to explain. Yeah, so that's why I said that's why I kept saying that he's talked about how he's always looking for haters, and I'm saying to myself, I mean, at one time I thought that he really didn't care about what people thought about him, but he's always cared. He's always cared, and it showed when he went back to Cleveland. I remember that first year he cared, but going past that anyway. But what I will say is this: like I said though, the problem is the NBA is making its money off of China. They're not making their money off of American dollars. In other words, people are not coming out of they're not putting their hands in their pockets and paying. I mean, yeah, they're doing that, but it's like, again, a lot of people who normally would watch that casual viewership, that extra money. All right, so we got a hit, and it's hit deep to left field, going back, and that ball is gone. So we got a 2-run shot. We got a 2-run shot, and now we are tied at 5 for the Dodgers here in the 8th. Freddie says, my point is, who cares if China runs the league, though? Unless you don't support anything that China does. Interesting take. All right, here's the pitch, and that's going to be a ball. So that's 1-0. Give me a second, guys. I'm actually going to be right back. I'm actually going to move. Hear me? Can you guys hear me? I was able to connect this without. That's interesting. Interesting. Wow. This would be great. All right. All right, guys. It's a 5-5 game. 2 balls and 2 strikes. All right. Runner gets back. Continue to smash that like button. We got a 5-5 tie. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be off the plate. Still 2-2. Um, Freddie says, Americans get all their shoes and tech from China. So what's the difference with basketball? Just a different product that China is selling. I mean, I understand what you're saying, bro. I'm not saying that you're wrong on that. All right. Did he go? And they say he went. All right. So that's going to end the inning. All right. So we got. All right, as you heard it right there, ladies and gentlemen, from the announcer, man. So they tied the game at 5 on that home run by Devin Mann, being down by 2 runs. As we head to the top of the 9th inning, we are tied at 5 right here between the Padres and the Dodgers. Here is spring training action. It's kind of been as messed up as it is, but you know, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button. What was I gonna say? Oh, so let me look into the comments. He said I could agree with that. Yeah, no, the thing is that I get what you're saying, Freddie. Like, I'm not saying you don't make a good point. You're right, but at the same time, it's like I'm not talking about China's being good or bad, but it's just the problem is like China's known as what? So I understand. Like I said, I get what you're saying. Oh shoot, UCLA upset. They upset. They got upset by North Carolina. Oh wow. Yeah, my brackets are ruined. That's a wrap. Arizona went down today as well, so they're out. That's crazy. Too many top seeds have gone down, man. That's the crazy part. Darren Nunez right now in. Smash a like, hit that subscribe. 8 games, 0-1 record, 8.22 record, 7 2/3, 4 walks, 8 strikeouts, 3 home runs. Opponents hitting 276 off him. Yeah, I heard UCLA is done. They've been upset 71-66 at the hands of North Carolina, man. You know what it is? You know what it is in a situation like this, though? It's a double-edged sword, to be honest with you. When it comes to who we make our deals with, on top of the fact that it's strange. It's a double-edged sword. I think what the argument is that when it comes to China is that it feels like they're in control of our country. We've made deals with them in the past before, but it just feels like they're in control of. We're supposed to be in control of our country, but it feels like we're not in control. I guess that's what I'm pretty much trying to say, because that's what it feels like. Because I got no ill will against against China for that matter, but that's what it is. Thomas Malone hitting 280, 10 home runs in the minors, 38 RBIs. If you're tuned in, and the pitch is going to be a strike by Nunez. All right, and that pitch is a strike. Definitely true. All right, so we got another strike. Count is now 1-2. All right, ball is fouled off by Malone, so it's still 1-2. All right, here's the pitch, and that ball is upstairs. So count is full at 3-2. Oh yeah, facts. And the pitch, the ball is swung. Straight to the shortstop, throws it over the first for the second out of the inning, 2 away. So he goes to first. That's right. It's the play. All right, so if the Dodgers don't score here, the game will end in a tie. So it's their last shot to try to win the game as we are tied at 5 through a 1-2-3 inning by Nunez here for the Dodgers here at the top of the ninth. So the Dodgers with an opportunity to win. They don't win, it ends in a tie. He said he can't see the innings, and he said, never mind, I see it. Okay. As long as you can see them, that's all that matters. Man, I've actually really liked this stream. I can't lie. It's been a good one. Good seeing Freddie Gee again. Obviously seeing Jay as always. Shout out to G Money. Good seeing you as well. Good to see Ryan. Good to see some new guys. I saw Dylan. Haven't seen him in a while, but it's good that he's here as a Dodger fan. Shout out to Emmanuel, who was just here as well. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last chance for the Dodgers. They don't score, they end in a tie. Shout out to Abundant Education. He says he's got 200 on the Dodgers. Well, they got an opportunity here in the Cactus League. All right, bottom of the ninth, Stephen Wilson at the plate, at pitching. 30 games played, 4-0 record, 3.21 ERA. 42 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 71 strikeouts, 7 home runs allowed. Don't see how much they gave up, but yeah, man, appreciate it, man. Like I said, agree or disagree, it's always You're right though. Jason Martin, 0 for 1, strikeout in the 7th inning. I wonder how many he's had. That too. All right, here's the pitch. And the ball is off the plate, so it's ball 1. All right, here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Right. And that's what I was saying. That I feel like the US is really not in control of their transactions. Everything they're doing is with another country and they're telling them what to do. That's like I said, it's a double-edged sword, but then again, that's the problem. Because that's what I said. I feel like America's not even in control of their own country anymore. Despite the fact that we've negotiated with many other countries in the past, but they're not even in control. All right, we got a 1-2, bottom of the ninth, 4 pitches thrown. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low, and that's ball 2. Oh, that's right, because you're in Korea now, as you were saying. And the ball is swung, laced over on the left field side, and it's going to be out of play. Yeah, which is why, that's the problem. Which is why I was saying that when it comes to the depth, it's like you can't really do a lot. You have to do pretty much what you're being told to do. That's what's so iffy. That's what makes it iffy. Like you make a business transaction with a country that you owe debt to. That's the thing. That's why they mean the meaning slave to the dollar. Here's the pitch, and the ball is swung, and it's going to be slapped over to the right side. Second baseman makes the play for the first side of the inning, 1 away. So Zach McKinstry, good utility player. All right, here's the pitch, and that ball is going to be inside. Typical hand clap. You already know what it is. Here's the pitch, and the ball is swung away, foul. Strike two. Here's the pitch. Swing. Caught into the glove. That's out. Yeah, he's out. Strike two. That's strike. That's strike. That's a strikeout. Catcher caught onto the ball. Wow. Off the mask. Caught with the glove. No, just wow. Oh no. I understand what Jay is saying. It's basically saying that slave times now is really more so. You're right. You're right about American slavery, Freddie. You're absolutely right. It's just that now China's doing what American slavery is going through. It's just take a listen to what Quavo said, man. Emmanuel said we're about to get 16 innings in a spring training game. The only thing is they're gonna stop at 9. That's what sucks about it. Strike. I just wanted to get rid of that putting a runner on base in extra innings crap. That needs to go. That crap needs to go. Yeah, it's just like I said. It's modern times. If you listen to the song in Quavo, man, modern slavery. We just getting paid for it. That's what they said. All right, it's out, and that's the ball. And that's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. So that's it. And that's the way that they're going to do it. So if it's a tie, it doesn't go to extras. And that's pretty much going to end it like that. Nah, it was not no MLB The Show thing. Nope. That's an actual rule. That is an actual rule. Crazy, right? We need to get rid of this crap. Anyway, guys, so the game ends up being in a tie. It was actually a pretty good game. The Dodgers play the Royals tomorrow at 5:30, and so I'm actually not going outside until 6. But I said I was gonna try to get at least one more. I wanted to get at least one more game on Saturday because I know the NCAA is going to be playing, with the Sweet 16. The Clippers are playing the Sixers right now. Oh, this is lit. This is lit. The fact that I can even play this now. Yeah, you get a runner on first. No, not even. They put a runner on second. They don't put him on first base. They put him on second base. They put him on second. They don't put him on first. They put the runner on second base in extras, man. Right. But anyway, man, shout out to Freddie Gee. Good seeing you, brother. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Emmanuel, who's been here, man. Oh no, MLB The Show is legit. I just don't know how the 22 is. People are already saying like don't buy it because it's crap. Shout out to G Money. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Dylan, everybody. So Dodgers and the Padres stay tied. I'm gonna call it a night. Good seeing everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you all. Yeah, no glitch. Yeah, it ain't no glitch. It's the real thing. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful night. I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. As always, like, share, subscribe. More content coming up on the way. And y'all already know what it is, man. Have a wonderful night. We'll be back on the next one. Appreciate y'all, man, as always, man. Bottom of my heart. See y'all on the next one.
So many times, and I just wish they would just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. I mean, he was, Michael Jordan. I'm Kobe Bryant. I mean, we're two different players, and I wish people would just let it go. It really annoys me because you can't compare